Good morning, members. Shane McCarthy here, and your Vice President or Chair of course, Vice President. I'm with Nathan here, and we want to give you an update at day 5 since we had our flood and the recovery plan that we're currently going through. We've been frustrated with the river level not dropping as fast as we want, but we can happily say today that we're confident the river level is now at the level for the water to start evacuating out of the course. We've checked our drainage lines and they are definitely in operation. So we expect this water that you can see sitting on the course to be gone in the next 12 hours, certainly in the next 24 hours. As I said, it's an excellent drainage system. I'll just go back through our process where we agreed that we would need to get to the greens first, fairways, and then our bunkers and other areas for the course with the recovery. Nathan, I'll just ask you how we're going on the greens.
Yeah, we're tracking really well on the greens. We've got 2 greens to still wash off. We've started on 5 and we've got 17 to do. These 2 have been the hardest. They've been island greens until today. So this water on 17 should disappear and we'll be able to get there. We can walk over there through some high areas at the moment, so that's the next green to wash the silt off from. In terms of aerating, we've got 4 greens left to do and 3 greens out on the island course as well. So it's been a great team effort from everyone, the whole club. It's very thankful of Tony and Jess and other clubs in the area for lending machinery and pumps and staff as well. So it's all been a great effort from the whole club.
Well, that's excellent, and we do appreciate our neighbouring clubs and also the Golf Course Greens Association have offered help with pumps, etc. So we're very appreciative of how the golfing community has got around to help us get our golf course up as quickly as we can. Just on the greens, we still can't get sand on them though, can we? Because we're just so wet underfoot, and damage mitigation is what it's about. Yeah. So we advised the plan of doing hollow tines versus solid tines, and ended up doing solid tines just to get as much air in there as possible. It's a shame we can't get sand on at the moment, but it's just we just can't do it. So we're just waiting for the course for another couple of beautiful days like this, and then we might be able to get some sand out there. Right. So on the fairways, it's obvious that we just can't really get to an awful lot of our fairways at the moment because of just how wet it remains.
Yes.
And just trying to walk across and access some from one hole to the other, it can be quite dangerous. You can just slip underfoot, even with golf shoes at the moment. That's how loose the soil is. So we'll move from there to bunkers. We've got a lot of work on bunkers to do, so I'm making a very early call. When we do get back to play, we won't be in bunkers for quite some time. They'll just be out of play.
Yeah, for sure. We've got to de-silt the bunkers so the sand isn't contaminated. So the drainage system in the bunkers work, the bunkers that have drainage. And also we need them to dry out as much as possible as well. So first point of call is to actually pump them out and then de-silt them all, which just got to scrape the top layer off. That's a long process as well. And then see how the sand is and see how the drainage is underneath all that as well. So it's a big project to undertake that as well.
So you would have seen photos on the insider of the damage that it's done. It just it swirls, it mixes the river silt with the sand that was in the bunkers, just creates waves and what have you, and it's very evident that you've just got to get all of that out first. We've got pumps, so the next job, Nathan, will be to put pumps into the bunkers and start releasing all that water out so that you can get it dry, I guess.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll start on bunkers, start pumping them out, and then start scraping that silt out. Right. The good thing is every bunker out on the island course is drained, so there's no water in the bunkers out on the island course. So we're a step ahead out there.
Great. So we did talk about some of the discoveries that we noticed, certainly on our new greens on 7, 8 and 18. The picture on those greens is not good. The aggregation pipes, I always slip up on that one. As these greens have been drying out, they seem to be sucking in even deeper now, and you can actually see the lines of the aggie pipes, can't you?
Yeah, it's very worrying how the sand is just collapsing and the green is collapsing on those drainage lines. So further investigation has to be done with those greens.
Yeah. So with that, we'll be meeting with the rest of the board and certainly match committee on our worries. I'm predicting that certainly 8 will be closed for heavy reworks. And we might be able to do some temporary patching on 7 and 18, but as the days go on, they may need the heavy reworks too. So we'll work with Match on how we can get around that. How that affects syllabus, I'm going to throw to Match to come back to you guys and talk to you when club championships happen, etc. In essence, the positive is the water is now officially getting out of the golf course. The guys have got what they wanted to do on the greens at this early stage, and again thanks to Nathan and the team for doing that. You can see by the water behind us we've still got an immense amount of work to do, and we're 5 days since flood, so we've got another week or so to go here before we can talk about when we get on the golf course. As I said, if that changes, our ambition is to get golfers back on the golf course as quickly as possible. Now, I want to again thank all the members that have been calling us, emailing us, any help we can offer. We've been sitting on that, and for the right reasons. It's quite dangerous out here. It does get slippery, and you can fall quite easily. But hopefully, if the weather gods treat us kindly, we will be putting the call out, and it'll be in the Insider for volunteers to come next Wednesday. Bring your rakes, bring good shoes, and we're going to look at having an orchestrated clean up around the river. So much rubbish on the course and around the course that's come from upriver. Just to stockpile it so that we can actually start to clean it. So next Wednesday, starting at 9 o'clock, if the weather's good, watch out for the Insider. We'll confirm that. But if you can show us your intentions that you're interested in doing that, so that we can work out numbers, and there'll be a lunch happening that we'll put on for all of the volunteers on that day. And we would obviously a forward thank you for again offering and being there next Wednesday. So this is the current status of where we are. Again, thank you, Nathan, and the team, and Bill and his team. We've still got a lot of work to do, and we're determined to get back on the golf course as quickly as possible. Thank you.